Ah, it's amazing being an Arsenal fan. Big up all my Gooners out there and just fans of football. Smash the like button. People, deluded. I'm back again on this Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, on this Wednesday afternoon, or morning, or evening, or night. Greetings to you lot. Hope you're all doing well and safe. We've got, a game at Wembley next month, people, but that's parked off now. We're singing that we're going to Wembley, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Kai Havertz once again condemns his old team to a defeat. Chelsea don't do well against us. For all that billion quid spent, see, fuck all, if I'm honest. They were sent home packed and crying for, I don't know what was more delicious. Was it Enzo Fernandez's tears? Or was it Fofana's? I don't know. On a side note, I do think us football fans, we get warped in reality. Obviously, on a serious note, I understand why Fofana's crying. It's a chance to win silverware with his club. So close, but so far. It's a bit like how Spurs fans wanted to lose. The coaching staff of Spurs and the players didn't want to lose. But the game's the game. What are you crying for? What are you crying for? And I love that because you can't tell me my players, 1 minute we don't celebrate enough, then we celebrate too much, then we're celebrating over a semi-final. Mikel Arteta, every Arsenal fan and all them Arsenal players know the job's not done, but we enjoy the night. If you're going to mock us for celebrating, hey, get at your players for crying. But yeah, Chelsea in the spliff, sent home crying. We're en route to Wembley. We now focus on Sunderland. We've done well, to get over the Man United defeat. Now let's just keep it flowing. We all don't know how the Champions League is going to pan out, but 8 from 8 into the final of the League Cup. FA Cup, we got to deal with Wigan and play that by ear. We're in the driver's seat in the Premier League this season. F it, man. It needs to be 2 trophies minimum. There's no excuse why you can't bring me the League Cup and the Premier League. You all know my dreams are the Champions League. We're Arsenal Football Club. Us and United got the FA Cup the most times. If you're in it, go win it, man. And I don't think we're going to do trebles and quadruples, but I want it, man. Kai starts the final. Bro, whoever starts final should get the job done. And that's why I'm angry that Mikel Merino's not here. As we get to the tail end of the season, them kind of players make the difference for Arsenal. But we've got what we've got. We don't have what we don't have, man. DG, who do you think will start up top at Wembley? I don't know, man. It's over a month. Obviously, Kai came off the bench and looked like a super sub. The first leg, Gyokeres scored. At this moment in time, probably Kai Havertz, but I can't lie, we can't go over that at this moment in time, man. Afternoon, everyone, not voting on the poll, not trying to jinx anything. Kyla, jinxing, when you got God, it don't matter about jinxing and all those things. The future's already written. Whether Arsenal's going to win no trophies, 4 trophies, 1 trophy, 2 or 3, it's already written, my boy. We need to just keep moving. As a neutral, big up you because you're TTM. You think I don't see your comments on Rancy's stream, but big up yourself. Make sure you're smashing the like button. As a neutral, I enjoyed the tactical battle between Liam Rosiner and Arteta. Both of them performed. It was a weird one because obviously, if you isolate, it was a boring game, innit? If you're just there for entertainment, Chelsea didn't come out the blocks firing. We didn't come out the blocks firing, which I think would have been naive. We're in the driving seat. We've got a box cleverly, if I'm completely honest with you. We go gun blazing. They score 1 goal. The tie's on its head. Likewise with Chelsea, if they come out in I'm talking about the initial periods. If they come out on crud and we score, then a difficult job's made even tougher. I would say, looking at Chelsea, I think the initial approach was there. Obviously, it's football, but looking at it from a boxing point of view, it's like they came into it, they're jabbing, they're trying, they're bobbing and weaving, and they were waiting to bring on the Estavios and the Cole Palmers as the game opens up, maybe kind of nick a goal. That's the problem, because I think the approach was good. I think tactically, the way they tried to nullify our midfield, stop us getting on the ball, it was quite a good tactical battle. The use of the inverted fullbacks, João Pedro and Saliba was a good battle. The problem is when it's knocked into João Pedro, there's no one around him. Your wingers have no common sense. They don't know when to take people on or when not to. Liam Delap somehow shitter than his dad playing right wing. You're playing into our hands. And it was almost me. I felt like Chelsea were playing it kind of like it's a league match. Now, to be fair, they did try the whole guns blazing thing in the first leg and it didn't bang. They just never went for it. And you could say in the dying embers they went for it. Obviously, they have to get an equalizer. It was heading for a 0-0. It was nice to obviously see Hincapié win the header, I believe. Rice set Kai Havertz on his way. And it was obviously beautiful to have an ex-Chelsea player in Rice, in Kepa, in Havertz, and Madueke, on top of the fact that we hate these lots. So I do think the initial approach was there, but we all knew it would come to the second half, and you're playing into our hands. You want to do low blocks against us when we're winning. We're so good with that. We're good. There was no tempo from a Chelsea perspective. They've got everyone behind the ball. We had large percents of possession. The only times they really had chances was, a couple of times we was inviting Enzo Fernandez, who thank the Lord didn't score. We're inviting him to shoot. Apart from that, there's really nothing. And one of the most impressive things is how they tried to nullify us from set pieces, even though we had a chance or two. We're told to control the controllables. We had at least 2 pen shouts. That Chalobah one, the left peg, it's a follow through. That is a pen, but control the controllables. We did what we needed to do, man. So yeah, man. I would say where my frustration, if I could say, that came from us as an Arsenal fan, is naturally you want to see us just generally not isolated to that game. Is you want to see us play with a bit more flair in attack and all the things we talk about week in, week out. But I do think you have to isolate that. It's the semi-finals. We're in the driving seat. It's a chess match, innit? They need to box clever against us. We don't need to show off. And of course, I'd love to have started, gone out there, blitzed them 3-4, but that's naive. It's very naive, if I'm very honest with you. And whatever way I look at it, the boys that went out there, the boys that came off the bench, everything Arteta did, it worked. We're in the final. I don't know about them lot people. So yeah, man, the real pride of London. London's always going to be red, man. Simple as that. In my opinion, Resonant did everything perfectly. He didn't, because he didn't score. As much as he needed to chase the goal, first half, he couldn't risk starting the back four and giving Arsenal enough of a chance to go 4-2 up. Exactly. My thing would be, as from a Chelsea fan, is I can accept that in the first half. Second half, when you need to go for it and just say, F it, you didn't really die on your sword, man. DG, what do you think is stopping Eze from scoring and assisting? Everything that's stopping our whole team, really and truly, whether it's not having a way for low and deep blocks, moving the ball a bit quicker. You know, it weren't a game. I think Hincapié and my centre-backs were the ones for me that did well. But if I was, quote-unquote, impressed with Arsenal, obviously I like the fact that we got the goal, but I would say the last 10 minutes, because I would have liked to have scored and put more daylight between the two sides. But if you're not going to score, which evidently we did, defend it. And I think we defended well. I think we was very street smart in that regards, and especially Eze, man. So yeah, man, it weren't a game for waffling about individuals and whatnot. It's just about going through to the final. Whether we play Manchester City or Newcastle, who cares? We'll deal with that next month. We've got a final to look forward to. We enjoyed last night. Obviously, us fans were running a bit of banter. It's irrelevant now until March, apologies. It's now time to focus on Sunderland. That's all I can say, man. Hey, big up yourself, Boxed, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Brother, you played hoofball for 90 minutes. What did Chelsea do in the final? Who cares? Who cares? You're a Chelsea fan, right? Are you in the final or not? Who cares? Why would we set out to make it easy for yourselves? And even that doesn't run with me, because if you lot wanted to play ball, you would have set out and attacked from the jump. 9 times out of 10 in the Premier League and in football, it's a chess match. Hey, be like the European teams and open up. We played hoofball for 90 minutes. Did we get a clean sheet? Yes. Did we score? Yes. Are we in the final? Yes. Winners win, losers explain. You lot go and do that. And again, if everybody knows Arsenal just play, all of these things, hoofball and stuff, find a way to mitigate against that. We have loads of players out. That's your business. Because when we had to play Real Madrid with a depleted side, or any other example, and most teams, who gives a fuck about that? People get injured. We're told to carry on with that. That's your business. You had Cole Palmer on the bench. You had a Stalvio. You spent £1 billion. That's your business. That is actually your business. Don't bring me no excuses. That's your business. So you mean to tell me that big Chelsea meant to be the biggest club in London and all of that jazz, that's your excuses? Bro, cry me a river, man. Cry me a river. I know you're typing that as you're crying, man. Is this your face right now on the keyboard? This is you, innit? This is you. Or is it this? Or is it this? I don't know. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Big up the Twitch gang. Mandy Muncher, your team got munched, mate. We are the greatest. We need to keep going. Chelsea were a disgrace to football last night. Even Gary Neville forcing it like it's some mad tactical masterclass, really. As I said, the approach from William Razano was all right, but I know if we approached a game like that, be it in the second leg, being a goal down, people are going to say we're timid. We don't know whether to stick or twist. But hey, I don't care about that. We're in the final now. Let's just move on. Let's focus on the Prem. No, he's cooked himself. He don't even believe half the things he said. We had players out. So what? Nobody cared when Arsenal numerous times this season had players out. Nobody gave a fuck when we went to Stamford Bridge and had several injuries. And you lot actually sat there and said, oh my days, Arsenal are overrated. They're 90-minute monsters, all this kind of crap. You drew. And don't think I've forgotten. Chelsea fans, you lot need to pick your skirts up. Pick yourselves up. Because you lot are in a title race. You lot drew yourselves out and said you was in a title race when we drew against you lot earlier in the season. You said you was in a title race. Cool, you've gone out of that tournament. Pick yourselves up. I need to hear if you think you can still maintain this, man. I think City will be easier to play against than Newcastle. Better the devil you do, devil you don't, innit? It'll be nice to see us play City. And we actually, depending on the side of the Champions League, we could play them quite a few times. So I don't really care who, man. I think Newcastle got qualities. They want to retain it. They are the holders. City got qualities. If you're playing in a final, you have to expect anyone. I don't really care who it is, man. I do think we'll play City, but we will be doing a watch along. A part of me thinks that tie against City isn't settled yet, even though City have done the hard part in it. Like, not that the Etihad is known for its atmosphere, but they went to Newcastle, they got a result, they're playing them at their place. Timber is playing a lot of minutes recently. He only failed to score because of the lack of quality in his squad. There's nothing he could really do. That attack is beyond garbage. That's their business, bro. You tell me Estalvio is better than this, Cole Palmer is better than that, João Pedro's a better signing than Gyokeres, Garnacho scored, Garnacho managed to score against us. I don't want to hear that. That's your business. Enzo Fernandez, this Caicedo, he's got more to his game than Rice. Make it happen. I don't care. Take that up with Chelsea. That's their business. I don't give a monkey. Didn't score. Did we score more than them? Yes. Did we keep a clean sheet? Yes. Are we in the final? Yes. Any of other that, we're on the wrong platform. Chelsea fan channels. There's plenty of them on YouTube. Plenty of them. Yok versus Kai going to be messy. Jesus a sideman, but hard decisions have to be made. I think the one hard decision that Arteta, well, for me, I think it's a hard decision, but I don't think it will be. Is Raya going to start that final? I personally think he'll go with Kepa. I would like to go with, obviously, Raya. The composure King Kai is having just from another planet, DG. He done his thing, man. He done his thing. Big him up. Big up the Polish ones, man. And big up Kai, as we know, man. What are we saying anyways, man? Now, I'm agreeing with you, broski. Chelsea fans been gaslighting themselves about the quality of their squad. I've been trolling them about it since the game ended. Estavio played 30 minutes. Again, do you think you're Einstein? He came off the bench. That's your manager's business. That's your manager's business. Like, that's for you and your manager. He's got players at his disposal. Clearly, we all clocked the game plan. He rocked up, tried box cleverly. Game opens up in the second half. Last half hour, let me bring on the players with a bit of stardust. That's your business. You've spent more money than we can count. You got more wingers than we can count. You tell us you're the champions of the world because you won the Club World Cup. You tell us you're better than Arsenal. You're in a title shot. That's your business. What are you telling that to me for? You're saying that like that's some kind of slight. That's your business. And you're saying it like it's anything new. Wow, Estavio played half an hour. Well, mate, we all watched the game. Come on, man. Use common sense or don't speak, man. Hey, less of that, man. Less of that. Blessings, bro. My new subscriber from Jamaica. Big up my Jamaican tugs. Love your honesty and the way you stand up for our club and simply speak facts. Appreciate you, man. Again, I'm all for criticizing our club where it's due, but I just think it's become cool to pile on Arsenal. If I'm honest, I think there's a lot of content creators, pundits. They're either too scared to defend the club or they twerk for rivals. Someone's got to do it, innit? We can be overrated. We beat you. We beat you. You showed me, you lot out-bottled the bottlers. Whatever you say, 5 centre-backs on the pitch, you went with a back 5. None of it's making sense, bro. None of it's making sense. None of it is making sense. You mean to tell me we went mad defensive with 5 centre-halves and hoofball in this and you couldn't find a way to play against it? Take that with a judge, bro. It is what it is. Gyokeres don't need to touch the ball. He scored in the first leg. He's calm. Kai Havertz will take over. We don't need to take a touch. We said, hey, man, this ain't a big game. We have to try harder against Leeds. You lot, don't sweat, man. Don't sweat. These are the best kits to throw into the crowd. Light work. Shh. Chelsea fans, don't come here and cry. Carefree Lewis is that way. Charles, Matisse, Carefree Lewis, Don, Jimmy, great content creators. Go over them sides. This is the red side. Imagine Teta put 5 defenders and 3 CDMs. They didn't want to play ball, bro. They didn't want to play ball. Man are just bringing social media narratives and it's not making sense. But you see why I like my people here? You got to approach it with common sense. Don't care, mate. Don't care, mate. Don't care. Whoever's been in Brazil, that's their business. That's for you and God in it. You got the players at your disposal. Do your thing. We should have even had 2 penalty shouts. And even with all of that, you never really had chances. When you did, you didn't take them. Shh, please. Respect. All right, less of that. Careful. I think Arteta made a good decision bringing on Kai and not Jesus. Clearly, smash the likes, people, helps the channel grow. Appreciate you. Caicedo ain't making that pass with his weak foot in his entire career. Look, even a performance from Declan Rice where there's nothing to really scream and shout about. He's done more than that. Caicedo, like Caicedo is so complete. Palmer is so good. Estavio is this. When all the others, they even tried to put don't think I've forgotten. You lot said the only thing I'll never forget above Chelsea saying they're in the title shot is how you lot tried to gas that Sanchez brother in goal. Get out of here, man, with these scrubs. But yeah, man. And I love to see Father's tears, man. I love it. It couldn't have happened to a kinder person, man. Take time, bro. I thought we was going to do it. But I've seen pictures of you in an Arsenal shirt. So maybe the reason you're crying is a different reason. You're just so happy that after 5-6 years, we're finally in the final. I hear it, man. Once a Gooner, always a Gooner, my boy. I hear it. Or is this making you cry, Mandy Muncher? Is this making you cry? You mean a man that scored the Champions League winning goal for you is forgetting you, man? Fucking hell. Not a bad donkey for 60 million, don't you think? These tears are amazing. Better than rare enough. I'll give you that much, people. Obviously, right now, the table isn't, isn't fully decided. We ain't played 38 games, people, but first in the Prem, final of the League Cup, fourth round of the FA Cup, which is as good as it gets at this moment in time. And we're into the knockout stages of the Champions League. And it's fine that people hate us. It's part of our history. Word to the big man, big double G. It is what it is. This season, we're in the 98th percentile for defending, the 88th percentile for attacking, the 85th percentile for goals. These things can all go up levels. For possession, we're in the 80th. For counters, we're in the 80th. For pressing, we're in the 80th. So these things this reflects what I believe in, that when I take the good, the bad, the ugly of Arsenal on the 4th of September, there's a lot of things we've been nitpicking and not been happy about, this player, that, or the other. If you've got to this point, make it all click now. Make it all click, because we can really do something special this season. But we need to keep working, people. We've reached the League Cup final for our first final in any competition since 2020. Now, as a 30-year-old man, let me be real. This League Cup final, I've seen us get to the final bare times. Couple against Chelsea come to mind. Man City comes to mind. Don't want to remind you a lot about Mustafi. What else is there? City, pardon me, Chelsea, Birmingham. We've got to the final and shat the bed. Let that not be it. We've got no divide. And I'll say this with some Arsenal fans. See all you Arsenal fans that are, you see them, man, that we got bigger fish to fry, and you know them spreadsheet dons, and oh my God, I'm happy we're still not. Anytime we've gone out the League Cup, I'm so happy we're not in the League Cup, because on the 7th of September we would have had X amount of game, and these injuries and all of that. I don't want to see you lot celebrating. A trophy's a flipping trophy. Course, Prem, champs, bread and butter. These boys have no, and the players and whatnot, you're in it to win it. They've got no divine right to win any, to turn down any silverware. Klopp's done this thing there. Pep's done bare things in this country and won it a lot. If we can go to Wembley, have a night, what it feels like in the build up to the week, what it feels like before the game, what it feels like in the game, what it feels like to be there with your fans cheering you on, by God's grace, winning a bit of silverware. I want the boys to sit there. And I'm not saying they're not hungry for trophies, but you finally, you've whet the appetite. You're smelling the blood. Raw, this is what it's like winning a League Cup. Imagine what it's like being the champs. Well, imagine what it's like actually getting the Premier League over the line. We need to make up for lost time. We should have won more than one FA Cup in this period. We should have picked up a League Cup under Mikel Arteta a lot sooner than this. Dare I say we should have won at least one of the Premier Leagues, let alone two, maybe even a three-peat. Make up for less time. The past brings regrets. The future brings uncertainty. And there's no time like the present. So right now, just keep working in it. Keep working, and keep working. Arsenal are now unbeaten in their last 10 matches in all comps against Chelsea. 10 games, 7 wins, 3 draws, 0 L's. 22 goals scored, 9 conceded. Get out of here, man. This ain't a rivalry, man. We're back to bullying you lot. You lot were trying to do this rivalry thing when Drogba was bullying little kids. Now we're back. What we saying? Get out of here, man. We've kept 20 clean sheets in 38 games across all comps this season, equaling their tally in the whole of last season's 58 games. Now, that is a weird one, because with the eyes, and when I'm talking about defense, I'm talking about the whole team, because before, literally, if you play a game of football, before you see Saliba, Timber, Raya, you have to go through 2/3 of the team. So when I'm talking about attack, obviously I focus on the attackers, but I am focusing on the same team, on the whole team. That logic applies to our defense, innit? I think we've conceded too many cheap goals, regardless of who's been out there, injuries or whatnot. I think in the last 3 years prior to now, we've been a great defensive side, or two of the last 2 years, because we weren't really the first title challenge thing in it. This year, we've been a good team. So if this is what the stats show me, like I said, everything can go up the gears. We do a lot of bitching about goals. We're actually there. If we can pattern the open play, find some new ways, consistently breaking down mid, low, and deep blocks, players individually pull their pants up and go from being good to a great bit of form. What do people think is going to happen, people? So let's just keep going. Declan Rice on the win, shattered. The schedule has been ridiculous. Everything we've been building towards over the last few years has come together this season into our first final for a very long time. So we need to enjoy the moment. That was obviously yesterday. Enjoy yesterday. I don't want to hear about finals. We talk about that next month. Right now, deal with what's in front of you. You've got a North London derby. You've got Brentford next Thursday. You've got Sunderland on Saturday. The games are coming thick and fast, and they are taking a lot out of you. But this is the territory the man wanted to be in. So let's start behaving like such, which so far, so good, boys. Going into the game today, we knew we had the lead in the tie. We all said to each other before the game, we're one game away from Wembley. How much do you want it? We haven't been there for many years. Today wasn't just about playing nice football. Sometimes it comes down to your heart. desire and how much you want to win a game of football. In the end, over the 2 ties, I think we deserved it. And even that, people, you not know I'm not an XG thing, but that Mandy Muncher was out here talking about we're mad defensive, in it. We all saw with our eyes. We know it wasn't the greatest of. It was boring, innit? Games like that, away from it being a semi-final, second leg, we become accustomed, especially in the big games. They're chess matches. It was a low. How did I put it yesterday in my match review? I think it was a low-key affair, a chess match, and just really like both teams kind of cancelled each other, in it. Like a lot of people could have fallen asleep. If anything in the Premier League, you don't really, of course you do, but you don't really see entertaining games against the traditional like big clubs. Spurs ain't a big club, but Spurs versus City, for whatever reason, it opened up. It was entertaining. If anything, it's like Arsenal versus Sunderland or Chelsea, West Ham, or, you know, United, Fulham, even. It's them kind of games that whet the appetite for a neutral. But let's get back to that. You don't know I'm not an XG merchant, but over 2 ties, Arsenal had 4.40 XG. Chelsea had 1.44. So that equates to around 173 minutes out of 180 minutes losing in the tie. Did you not see any attacking by and all of that? Boy, hey, I don't make the agendas. I just read them, finesse them. So it's what we do, innit? Smash the like button. It helps the channel grow. Appreciate you lot, man. Bro, not reading that. Great stuff. Great stuff. Did you win yesterday? Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. If we're lost, why are you here? Genuinely, if we're lost, why are you here? Because that means you're more lost than me. If you really think that, why are you here? Come on, man. City can be bigger than us. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is dead corn. Very dead corn. Anywho, back to the winners. You've only won once in 6 years. If you got all you do is long balls and explain that to the judge, bro. Go call your mum and cry to her, bro. Chat to the agony aunts, because right here we're here. Did you win? You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you out-bottled the bottlers. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, man. You lot of pussycats were simply a better side, man. Bro, I don't care what you think, bro. Like, if I live for you lots of applause, I'm gonna die by your booze. I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not you're spinning the social media BS, and it's not banging here, bro. It's dead corn. It's dead corn. I don't care if you think I've got decent chat or whatnot. Suck your mum. 1,000,000%. Don't come here and run your agendas, bro. If we're lost and you're here listening to lost people, what the hell does that make you? Because we're, by your logic, we're on this ignorance is bliss thing, right? Ignorance is bliss. So we don't know we're lost. You know we're lost. Why are you here? Using the big internet. In this day and age, people have got rich off the internet. People have found Bitcoin. People have learned new skills. Shit, you could even watch porn. But you're here. You love us, really. You love me, really, innit? Smash the like button, even though you're on Twitch, man. Shh, please, Chelsea. And just for you, because one thing I don't like here is my Chelsea supporting friends. By all means, banter Arsenal. When it's everybody knows, yeah, I talk a lot of was. I talk a lot of was, but I hold my licks. United fans would attest to that. What I don't like is talking and running. And I'm gonna say government, Steph, you've done a lot of running. A man is even sending me, can you not even see? A man's even sending me jug bar and all of this kind of crap. He answered the phone when they lost. I just want to know what's going on, man. Shit. I lost it. Get man down if Chelsea. I just want to know. Steph, stop running, please. Well, good. You man got packed. Yeah, you got packed. Stop coming Emirates, bro. Call United did the thing, little bandili, bro. Stop stepping around here, bro. You look. Chelsea, please. What's happening? You man are shit, bro. You're back to what you used to be, bro. You man are not even in Chelsea. Why are you not cosplaying as rich dons? You man are in Fulham. Tired Stadium as well. Tired Stadium. Fulham Broadway FC. Bro, Fulham Broadway FC live, bro. Brother. Liam Deluded inbred, so is Cole Palmer. I'll pay good money to, and this is someone dyslexic as well. I'll pay good money to see Liam Deluded and Cole Palmer read. What's them books in primary school? Was it Kipper or something? I'll pay good money. Good thing them man there, baller. Because everywhere is peak. It's peak on the roads. It's peak for you, man. It's done. You don't yourselves out. You don't reach the top point. Don't forget, if you man said you're in the title champion, you don't do yourselves out, you know. You lot do yourself. That's one thing I did the Pagans United. They chat shit, but they're just on the top 40. You lot said you're in the title race, cuz I need to know if you're still in the title race, my boy. Man, because they came back from behind against Hammers, relegation Hammers. They will say something to us. Don't think I didn't see Enzo Fernandez crying as well. Pussies. You remember still smiling, the G's, them still flying. Pride of London, proper pride of London, bro. Bigger club that you can win champs and London. Because you see, if I said to all the man and all the Kelly Arsenal fans, yo, let's step out, we're locking up the roads. London TFL done. Every Chelsea fan in London is not that mad. Stefan, stop running. You not even, people like you even safe over there, mate. Are you even safe, mate? You know, we're going for Palmer. We're going for Palmer. Big Chelsea. I thought you man Lions. Why is he trying to carry like a little puppy, man? You trying to carry this shit?
Cole Palmer not doing nothing. Cole Palmer must really be cold. Every time he butts in the fucking Jeezy, fucking bros. Or should I say fucking cheese? Let's take a pick. Add Chelsea to the mix. And put them in bliss. And put them in bliss. Listen, I'm with Chelsea. Smoking on Chelsea. She said that the week's will get fucking healthy. But I can't deny it. I can't fight it. If I'm not building up Chelsea, then it's Liverpool, Spurs, or City United. You know about my team. May 2026, man. Make sure, you know, the villains are in the building. Real villains. And that Aston Villa bullshit as well. Yeah?
It's quite funny playing it at this speed, isn't it?
Yeah, good. Laughing yesterday. When you answer the phone, last time. You dickhead.
Stefan, answer the phone.
You're welcome to come to the parade, though, my boy. You're welcome to come to the parade.
All the pagans are welcome. Because you know the nice gal are going to be out there. And let me pause it. That's what's shameless, yeah? Do you know how many non-Arsenal fans are going to be at that parade? Bro, don't worry. The camera's going to be out. I'm going to get your favorite content creators. They're going to be rising for no reason.
You know you're wrong in as well. Tell them United fans, bring them fucking as well. Bring them cardboard cutouts.
United, bring them cardboard cutouts as well.
Jumbo was doing it at the Emirates when he played Alba Traore and Juju and that. Where the Spartans? I know it vexed you, kind of Havertz kissing the match. Hey, Leo Russell, the football manager, AI manager, you know. That mention as well. It's calm though, my brother. I'll tell you, get one over him as a player. What happened at Wembley? Get me, what happened yesterday, man? I know you saw his first touch as well, but daily. Don't come around here, bro. You think your manager can wear white trainers and step to the Emirates? Laugh, man. Laugh, man. When we lost to United, they said that random in crisis. Now we're top of the league, 8 from 8, and we're going to Wembley.
Oh, hey, stop playing. We played all of them now. Alhamdulillah. We love this. He does rise up when it's time to be accountable. Exactly. Never hide in front line, and you can even watch anime less of that. I mean, shit, you could watch anime. That's horrible. Keep telling y'all trust Kepa. Didn't have much to do yesterday. The man said, please run the F Chelsea clip. You know what the streets want? The streets get.
Excuse me, boss. What team do you support? What, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea. Chelsea shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea. What?
Fuck you.
Fuck Chelsea.
Fuck you.
Fuck
twat.
Chelsea, pussy or what? Say something.
Go on,
Fuck
listen,
Chelsea.
Fuck you,
Fuck
twat.
Chelsea.
Makes my day, man. It makes my day, man. It makes my day. I needed this. Inject it. Inject this. Inject this. Inject this. What is that? You know what, man? You know what I mean, man? I don't do this, but you know what I mean? Inject that. Is that Chelsea? This is a good bit of grub, don't it? Oh, the Chelsea pack is lovely, geezer. You know what I mean? But the people them want, the people them get, man. But on a serious note, big up Declan Rice for that one. Let's keep it moving. This year, we've come up against a lot of teams who have created low blocks against us, and it's been tough, but we're finding different ways to win football matches, and that's all that matters. On top of that, we have a great defense who keep clean sheets. I don't make you wrong, but I'm just going to say in general, yeah, if you didn't know that this was said about this season and you part that off about teams are playing low blocks against us, that could apply to last season, that could apply to this season, last season, and the season before. It's easier said than done, but this is what I mean by we didn't learn anything new. Like, this ain't a new phenomenon, if that makes sense. Man, just need to win games, and we do need to find a way to break down low blocks, but that's with the gaffer, man. What's this? Okay. We'll get into the Arsenal stuff. But first, we'll keep moving. Declan Rice says side have extra desire and fire in our bellies. Come on. What specifically have you said that we don't want to get copyrighted? They changed the formation tonight and gave us problems. On another night, they could have scored, but credit where it's due. Our defense was incredible. We have a group who really want it. Whatever team comes at us, we're ready for it. When you play a team like Chelsea, they throw so many things at you physically and mentally. You've got to have that resilience to stay strong and keep going. We deserve it. The last 3 or 4 years, we've been at the top of the Premier League competing and got really close, but haven't been good enough. That's why this season we have that extra desire and fire in our bellies to go one step further in every competition. There's a long way to go, but to be in a cup final with this club is amazing. And Rice, we're gonna need, bro. You've won a European trophy. Like some of no one was here when we won in 2020, innit? Maybe a Saka or something. But listen, this is where everyone's got some transferable skills. You know, whether you're Zubamendi and Merino. I don't know if Norgard has won something. You get where I'm going. Everybody's won some level of silverware. This is, or been in a final. This is where it all has to come together now. And as a group, we've not achieved anything. Rob Holding is in bigger folklore than a lot of these players. Do I believe that? Not necessarily. But when I say Rob Holding, before you think about the amount of calamitous moments, ironically against Chelsea, stood up too. In the last 3 years, 4 years including now, or even this year, you can't tell me that some of these players are not some of the best individuals we've had in the Emirates era, some of the best collective stuff, even with the whole noise. Like, forget the noise. I'm talking about the calm noise. Fans that don't necessarily, football fans that don't do the agenda thing, but say, you know what, we rate Arsenal, but why don't you get over the line? We've never been in these conversations. Now it's about getting over the line. This is why I keep saying, if we want to go somewhere and be something we haven't been, we need to become a different beast. Take the good, whatever you've done in the last 3 or 4 years, take the good and make it great, address the evident areas of improvements, and chase the illusion of perfection. Because as Rice said, whenever way we shape it, exclude this year, last 3 years, 3 different seasons, different contexts, different highs and lows, different reasons and whatnot. The bottom line is we ain't got over the line. So go out there and make it change, man. What has Mikel Arteta said? I very much enjoyed that, especially the end, the last minute or so when we scored the winner. Why he was booked in that game, by the way, I have no clue, but it is what it is. We'll take it up with whoever. I was so pleased by the way we competed. We knew there was going to be a real battle out there, given the manner that both teams set up and with the aggression that we played. The conditions were tough. We knew what we were playing for. We showed resilience and clarity to understand what game we had to play in certain moments, especially the last 10 minutes. Not excluding the goal, but excluding the goal as well. That would be... If I had to isolate Arsenal's performance, the last 10 minutes, I saw some street smartness. Like, obviously, we ended up scoring, but it's been a bit of a boring game. If we're not going to score, make sure we don't concede. And that's the first kind of street smartness I've seen this season that I think I've seen in the last 2 previous years, really. So big up the boys for that, man. Big up the boys for that. We generated tonight a special atmosphere in our stadium that makes such a difference. We've been waiting for a few years to get into that position. The crowd is going to be there as well. Not like the last time I was here. So we're looking forward to it. Availability affects your system. You reckon? I don't care about that. That's Chelsea's business. Like I said, if you want to do the diagnosis thing for Chelsea, go over them sides. What has Declan Rice said about my bad? We're going to the game today knowing that we had the league, the lead in the tie. We didn't put any pressure on ourselves. My bad. We said to the boys before the game, we're 1 game away from Wembley. Also, we've seen this already about the desire and all of that. In the end, we got through and won 1-0. I don't think Chelsea created much, even though they played well. But in the end, over the 2 ties, we deserved it. We're in the final now, which we have to enjoy. Fair play. Fair play. Who would you lot, again, I meant to ask you lot this on the watch along earlier, yesterday. January's player of the month. Who would you lot give it to? Gyokeres, Zubimendi, Gabriel Jesus, Gyokeres, or Martinelli? I'll give it Gyokeres. Slightly. I'll give it Gyokeres. It's a dream to go to Wembley. All right, another one. FA Cup King. Eze, we're going to need you. Arteta, start him. Of course, this is my club, and from young, it's been a dream. So to win with Arsenal, to achieve stuff with Arsenal, this is everything to me. You want to work as hard as you can, put in the type of performance that you need to put in, and for sure, I believe it will come, and I believe that we've got the confidence and the players to do it. We'll keep pushing for it. He then said, special. It's a game that you want to play in. It's a game that you want to put these type of performances in. Yeah, and it's special to be here for sure. The supporters, you could see the energy throughout the whole stadium to feel it. It was powerful, and it's a special moment for us. Big performance from the team. I think we worked so hard and put in necessary performance to get to the final. I think the whole team has worked so hard today, and you could see everybody at the end was just dead. So, yeah, there's those type of games that you want to fight in. Fair play, man. We ran it, man. We ran it. Our midfield 3 was impressive. All scanning, staying close, rotating, keeping it tight. Rice, Zubi, and Eze from now on. But fair play. Man came into venting that. Bro, venting for no reason, bro. He's got the wrong black hue. I'm not Liam Resiner, bro. I'm a dark skinned man. Even though some would say I'm brown skin. He's mixed race. Go and let your frustrations out in other places. Holden's biggest win is his misses. Damn. YouTube shagging on the notifications, as they always do, man. Unfortunately, Saka was here playing left back. Ra just clocked you alive. Horrible, man. Horrible stuff what YouTube's doing there. Horrible stuff. But we keep moving, man. We keep moving. Haters hate to see it. Next, DG new mixtape out. So yeah, man, you're chatting shit. That's why you got banned, bro. Like, you're doing the sour grapes thing, bro. Like, I can't take it when people cry, bro. This ain't the platform to cry, bro. Like, there's a time and a place, bro. Like, you need to pull your knickers up. I don't want to hear it. DG never responds to my DMs. You don't DM me. And SLD, shut up, man. I was taking that seriously until I saw that. Everton confirmed that following Chelsea going out of the semi-finals, people, Chelsea and Everton's game is the same way. Unfortunately for Arsenal, we've got a new date for our Wolves fixture, people. Wolves' Premier League meeting with Arsenal has now been moved due to the Gunners reaching the League Cup final. We were due to visit them on the 21st of March. That has now been brought forward to the 18th of February, kickoff 8 p.m. Whoa. But that makes it interesting, you know. Obviously, we need to deal with Sunderland, but from next week, what you're going to play on the Thursday, Then it's a quick turnaround until the Wednesday. Well, yeah, Thursday the 13th. No, Thursday the 12th. Apologies. Then you're going to play on the 18th of February. Obviously, on the 22nd, you've got Spuds. I mean, this is why you got a squad, and we need to start wrapping man in cotton wool. Bakayo, get fit, stay fit. Anyone else, please. We can't. We've gone too far now. We're so close, man. So let's just keep going. But yeah, fixture change. What's Odegaard said here, people? We play to win everything. We want to win every game. We play every tournament. We play every trophy, you know. So that's the mindset. As I said before, I think the key is to stay in the moment and not think too much about the bigger picture or too far ahead. But I think for us, it's just about winning every single game. That's our goal. Don't forget, people, 4 p.m. I'm going to be here with Kenny Ken. I need you lot to ask him some questions. So at the moment, we just have to look for the next game, and it's a good thing we're in all comps. That's what we want. I think that's good for the squad to have everything to push for. And as I said, stay in the moment and just try to win every single game. What else has he said? We've been through I think just that we've matured. We've grown as a team, as a group. We've been through a lot, and the work we do every single day, I think that's the biggest thing. What I see every day on the training ground, how much we want it, how much we want to work for it. With the squad we have, the players, the depth in the squad, and the togetherness, just what I see every single day, that's what's giving me the confidence that we're going to do it. So it's good to be part of that, and we believe that we're in a good position now, and we just want to push on from here. Fair play, man. Obviously, Wanyeri's been on loan. I need to go and watch this game again, but apparently he was in his third appearance. He was very fortunate not to be given a red. That's Wanyeri. I mean, you didn't make it as a footballer for your tackles, but and ironically, that's a fellow Haylender in Glen Camaro. That's a horrible one. I didn't see it, so I literally can't comment on it, but we move people. The last 10 days will have been quite the eye-opener for Wanyeri and valuable for his development. Marseille is a roller coaster. He scored 13 minutes into his debut. He travelled to Belgium to see his teammates obviously crash out of the Champions League. He then attended a training camp at Clonfontaine, initially without De Zerbi. The main reason he joined as the coach weighs up his future. He then saw a scrap in the training ground between Kondogbia and Vermeeren. He sees 3 other new teammates in Angel Gomez, Matt O'Reilly push towards exit doors. He helped obviously Marseille, helps Marseille go 2-0 up at Paris FC, goes off, watches them collapse and concede 2-2, attends a player meeting with the Ultras, witnesses a hostile atmosphere, lucky to escape a red card, and obviously helped Marseille reach the quarterfinals. And they're playing PSG. Baptism of fire, that's what you want to see for the young G's. Don't know why we got that, because there's nothing there. We all know Saka wasn't playing. Gyokeres before yesterday spoke, people, about his time at Arsenal so far and whatnot, and he said you have to adapt and embrace it. I'm trying to skip through the tosh and see exactly what the gunman striker said. Nice to see he got the day off yesterday. That's obviously Arteta. I'm enjoying it since I came here. It's been challenging at times, but I've been improving a lot. Try to learn as much as possible with the team and in the club. I've been enjoying it, but of course, it's been a challenge. It was the same when I moved to Portugal. It didn't work perfectly from the beginning. There was also a period where I have to adjust to the style and how they want to play. It's the same thing here. It's a bit different. You have to adapt and embrace it. For me, the most important thing is that we win games and that we perform as a team. Of course, I want to contribute with what I'm good at. And when I play, I try to do as much as possible. There's still time for me to show that I'm capable of doing even more than I've done so far. Fair play. What else has he said? Is that it? All that waffle for nothing. Has he said anything here? I'd try not to miss a beat. I think the most important thing is to focus on what we have to do. Make sure we do things right every day in training and, of course, in the games. We have done that really well. That's what we're in this position that we are. We want to keep improving, keep doing well all the way through the season. With so many games and so many competitions, sometimes it makes it easier to just focus on that, really. Don't think too much about what people are saying. We have so much focus on inside the camp. There are some big things coming up, and it's always nice to have things to look forward to. But we have games right here in front of us. Chelsea is a big game, and for me, at least, we need to look forward to that game and be present. Fair enough. And we've gone over that whole challenge thing. So, yeah, man, you got this. You got this, Gyokeres, man. You got this. What's this? Oh, yeah, we've gone over that. I felt this was interesting, and I asked you lot this yesterday. Do you lot agree with this? When Mikel Arteta has challenged Eze to match his individual brilliance across 90 minutes. Yes, you have to impact the game consistently throughout 96 minutes at this level. Any phase, any action is the most important action. And on top of that, you have to be able to add other values. In his case, he's very, very good at things and unique at creating those magic moments. So that is the demand of each player. You know what? He did strike against City at Wembley. Maybe he could do it again, man. He did say, Miles Lewis-Skelly could be used in midfield. Yes, Miles has the qualities to play in different positions. He has played as a fullback, as a 6, or as an attacking midfielder even. Yes, that's an option that we have in the squad. Before we carry on, what you lot saying? Kai pointing to the badge was great. Well said, Gyokeres. Marseille in chaos. The OG has subscribed and like Boston. Big up yourself, man. Arsenal have 3 Premier League games outside of London, Brighton, Wolves, and City. Get on with it. Get on with it. Give it to Gyokeres. He deserves it. Give him some confidence. I don't think getting player of the month will give Gyokeres confidence. I think he'll get confidence from bagging goals, man. But yeah, Zubi, Gyokeres, Zubamendi. There's a lot of Brazilian strikers in the Premier. Igor Jesus, Thiago, Ivan Nilsson, Richarlison, Gabriel Jesus, Ryan Cunha. Fair play there is, man. And it should be that. Ain't Martinelli one of the highest scoring Brazilians in the Premier League? Hey, don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. Shoot the message. If anything, what's this? And if Arsenal and City are drawn on the same side of the Champions League knockouts, there's a chance they could face each other 3 times in 10 days, which would be the first and second legs of the quarterfinals and the Premier League match day 33. And for me to truly believe we're winning the Premier League, I need to see us win at Etihad. That's it for me, if I'm honest. Of course, there's a reality you could win at the Etihad and not win the Premier League and vice versa of that. But just for me, as an illogical fan, that's where I'm at. We're still being linked with players, people. Arsenal prepared to spend big to sign Julian Alvarez in the summer, with Atletico Madrid asking for 100 million euros for the striker. Them rumours there are nothing new. Arsenal have been tracking Montpellier teenage forward Lucien Megan-Pave for over 12 months. In a proactive move to protect their asset, the French club have already secured the 15-year-old on his first pro deal. He wouldn't be able to join us until he's 18 anyways, but nice to see we're proactive in that regards. For what it's worth, David Ornstein said Sandro Tonali was offered to Arsenal by his agent, even though his agent denied it, but there were no talks with Newcastle, with the club unwilling to do any business at this stage of the window, and the theoretical asking price being far beyond Arsenal's financial capabilities. So he's probably someone that could move on from Newcastle as the season progresses, people. I mean, did you not see this article from this individual? I don't want to give clout to it, but, it is annoying. Like, since when did them lot speak for every Arsenal fan? But anywho's, moving away from that, at least we got new rumours. You lot know damn well we are not getting Kenneth Lau, people. Leonard Carl, apologies. Arsenal are interested in Bayern Munich youngster Leonard Carl. Bayern have set at 80 to 90 million euros price tag. I'm not going to lie, big up Arda Güler and them, man, and Yildiz. But if that price tag gets you all 3 of these or one of the 3, I'm all for this guy. You saw what he did at the Emirates. He's a quality player. I don't buy it. It feels like ever since he said his dream is to play for Real Madrid, it feels like there's been a lot of nonsense around his name. And obviously, as much as he's great, potential, good players, he is one of those players like Yildiz and Arda Güler. I think you sign them and work it out after, exceptions to the rule. What really does he solve? Is he the out-and-out left winger? Is he a centre mid? Like, you get where I'm going? I can't see that, but I never saw us signing 8 players in the summer last year, so things can happen. Keeping up the theme with Bayern Munich links, Goretzka's out of contract at Bayern Munich in the summer, and apparently he could join Arsenal on a free transfer. The German midfielder believes his playing style fits the Premier League perfectly. He's going Man United, in my opinion. Arsenal was seriously interested in Goretzka before deadline day, and already informed Bayern that he wanted to stay for the rest of the season and was not looking to move in January. That was Bayern Insider, apparently. Apparently, Kepa is said to be a good presence in training, pushing David Raya, despite being aware he was signed as the understudy. However, the goalkeeper has inner belief he still has more to offer at the highest level, which could see him move in the future. Wouldn't surprise me if he moves on into the window. Apparently, we already have 5 top transfer targets for the summer. Who are these 5? Who are these 5 people? The young Brazilian attacking prospect Belindo of NK Kostozia in Croatia, and the Red Star midfielder, let's call him Kustov. We're also looking at Victor Velpandas. I'm going to do videos on them. So we're looking at stars of tomorrow. Bring Bawardi. James McNicholas of the Athletic has warned Arsenal fans sales will also be a priority. We need to get better at sales. Selling young players that are not going to make the grade. There's obviously players on big wages that their form always, whether it's good form like a Jesus or Trossard, it changes opinion, is quite volatile in that regard. I think Kepa should start the final. I think he will. I'll go with Raya if it's up to me, but I'll back anyone that goes out there. Too late for Goretzka. Goretzka would be a Norgard replacement chat. 2 different kind of players though, but in terms of being a midfield body, why not, man? Picture is mad. DG, who do you want in the round of 16? Anybody, man. Bring on anybody, man. It's as simple as that. Bring on anyone. If you're in the Champions League, you can't be shook in it. You got to be prepared to play whoever, if I'm completely honest. So yeah, man, we do probably need to move people on, but I'm not gonna. I mean, not reading too much into it. This has said Arsenal will primarily target young players in Bawardi, Igor Tejon, who we tried to get from Blackburn, and obviously the centre half Victor, whatever his name is, at Real Madrid. So yeah, I mean, clearly there's an aggressive recruitment drive. Apparently, Arsenal have already held discussions with a couple of potential summer targets. Informal talks have taken place with the camp of Lille midfielder Ayoub Bawardi. Reports in France suggested that the Gunners already wanted him in Jan, but he instead signed a new contract. However, almost immediately after his new deal was confirmed, Bawardi admitted that this does not rule out a summer move. It simply puts his club Lille in a more secure position. In addition to the Frenchman, Arsenal also expected to return for Blackburn Rovers striker Igor Tejon, having made 2 winter bids for the England Youth International. The Championship side dug their heels in despite his expiring contract. However, it is not a given that the 17-year-old will end up moving to North London. He has plenty of other suitors at home and abroad, including some in his parents' birth nation of Poland, that, unlike Arsenal, are ready to immediately hand him a place in the first team. The third player known to be on Berta's summer shortlist is Real Madrid defender Viktor Valpandas, whom Arsenal have been scouting since at least last May. The 19-year-old centre-back hasn't played for Los Blancos, his first team, since being handed his debut, obviously under Xabi Alonso. The Gunners are said to once again be looking at Belindo, a Brazilian playing in Croatia. Last one we bought that was Brazilian playing in Croatia was decent, and Kostov, both of whom are 17. So, yeah, man, we need to sell players. We probably need to future-proof and bring in players, whether they're going to progress to the first team or whatnot for our 21s. Bring a bit of youth into the side. And obviously, we do need to sign a couple of ready-made players to impact from next season, innit? So there you have that. This is said Chelsea are willing to join Arsenal in the bid for Tonali. I don't think we're in for Tonali that much. I'd have him. I think it's more if the price is right. Remember, we was linked with Smith people, Kes Smith of AZ Alkmaar. Apparently, Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Madrid are all fighting for such. I'd have him at the carpet tomorrow if I could, people. Tonali said to be very happy at Newcastle and mid-Arsenal link, says Eddie Howe. I mean, they're hardly going to say anything different. Apparently, we beat Chelsea to the signing of Jadon Dixon, who obviously once was at Spurs, obviously went to Stoke, and he's now an Arsenal footballer. And apparently, he's eligible for Jamaica. So just like that, he's the best defender at the club. Let's get him capped. Is there anything else? Well, we'll see what this is, even though we know we're not getting Tonali. What's this? We'll look at that. We've already seen this. What's this saying? Tonali has held initial talks with Arsenal. He'd love a move to London. He may push away for a move from Newcastle in the summer and mid-interest from Arsenal in January. That's according to this, Chief. I mean, what has exactly been said? Well, Tonali, I mean, I'm sure his agent makes his money when he makes a move. So, of course, he's going to be looking at different options. Of course, they would deny it all the time. But, yeah, I believe that he was offered to Arsenal. And I think that he could be looking. But, let's see how the Marino injury looks as well. But I think Tonali would be a good replacement. Newcastle have been through the wars with him as well. Don't forget they stuck by him. And he does feel a certain loyalty to them. I don't know how settled he is up northeast. And I know that he would love a move to London. And certainly I think he'd like to play for Arteta as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some smoke without fire there. To be fair, out of Tonali and Bawardi, I'd rather go for Bawardi because of what he could become. Obviously, immediately, Tonali's more ready now. I don't think it was ever going to happen quite this early. I think there were maybe some initial talks, but I don't think anything really got serious. I think it would have been bad for Tonali to have actually left in January. I think in the summer, the fans might respect it a little bit more. Would you rather Tonali or Bruno Gomes? Humour me, folks, people. And obviously, we have signed Ivan Mooney. I hope you all checked out the Ivan Mooney video, by the way, folks. What is this? We know it's going to be a nightmare. Arsenal play 3 games in the space of 7 days ahead of the North London derby after reaching the League Cup final. So, yeah, we go to the Wembley stage on the 22nd. We were due to obviously play Wolves on the 21st, but that's obviously been brought to the 18th. We then play Spurs on the 27th, and we obviously have to, on the 12th of February, play Brentford. Arsenal have just 3 days to recover from that brutal run of fixtures before playing Spurs away. Boy, this is the dynamics. It's only going to get better. This is what happens when you're in all comps and you want to be in all comps. This is what happens. Like, this is the problems that come with it. This is suffering from success. Everyone get fit, stay fit, and bring it on. I don't want to hear nothing. This could be a special year, man. And it needs to be capped off with something. It has to be, man. It has to be. Wembley, a man said get Ward-Prowse for set pieces. Lokonga got sold. Now, Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson are still here. They've been making noise about not winning anything. Since when? So we want it all with Godspeed. Facts. I think Kepa would start in the final. He probably will. Kepa and Norgard, Jesus are definitely going. Did we sell Lokonga and Vieira, or were they loans? I think moving on Gabriel Jesus will be a massive priority, but it's easier said than done. Reality is he's got a year left, even from the summer, a year left on his deal and big wages. It all depends. And I do think, pardon me, the Trossards, the Trossards, the Jesus, their form kind of dictates how we feel about them, if I'm brutally honest. Norgard, potentially. Kepa, I think Kepa will say, do you know, I could be a number one elsewhere. It happens, man. And I don't mind freshening up the squad, if I'm brutally honest. So we're going to have to see how this all works out. But one thing's for certain, we're in our first cup final. Hopefully we win it. On that note, though, people, I'm sure you're bored of hearing this voice. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like, subscribe. Don't forget to join me at 4 p.m. today, UK time. It's a chance for me to shut up and ask Ken some questions and entertain the chat. So, yeah, make sure you're there. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Done, though.